What's up, everybody? Z of AlmostFreeBeats.com.
And I'm Chris with MyMusicImage.com.
Today we're going to be talking about the importance of promoting your mixtape in the proper way. I know a lot of artists out there are pushing mixtapes. That's the big thing nowadays. And we just want to talk about some key points to focus on when you're promoting your mixtape, both online and offline. Chris, even though he's a graphic designer, has also had experience as a recording artist as well, and he's going to speak on a little bit of his experience with promoting his mixtapes in the streets, as you would say, and also he's going to talk about the importance of mixtape design as well as a couple other points. So Chris, if you don't mind just sharing
All right,
your experience and the importance of mixtape design.
Look, a lot of you brothers just run around with sloppy graphics. I done told you this before. Look, your mixtape is like the image. It's like the image of what you do. You know, so you want to make sure it's a good image that you're putting out there. So a lot of you cats is running around and you're getting sloppy mixtape designs, and you know the fonts are all like, you know, beveled, and you know you got like glows all over your stuff, and it's just looking like super duper sloppy. The pictures aren't even cut out right. I mean, it looks like somebody just took like a Polaroid and and just cut you right out of there, and just slapped it on a piece of paper and just called it your album cover. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that, y'all. You can't go out like that. So it's important. It's important for you guys to have professional design on your mixtape covers as well as your album covers. I was about to say album covers, but hell, even that too. Make sure you guys got professional graphics. And I know some of you guys don't like to pay up sometimes, and y'all like to take the cheap way out and try to cut corners. Sometimes you can't always cut corners on everything. Right. You know, you just got to plop down that cash and pay for some good quality stuff. You know. I mean, this is for you. You know, you got to take your own self serious. You got to take that mixtape serious. I know you put a lot of passion into the music behind it, right? You worked hard on that music. You know, you got to use that same heart and effort towards the look of your mixtape too, towards the cover, towards everything, the entire package. It's all about a correct presentation. You know, when you're putting your mixtape out here in front of people, you know. I can tell you what, man, I've seen plenty of garbage mixtape covers. Does that make me want to hear the music? Hell nah, it doesn't. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear, if the cover is sloppy, I'm not trying to hear it. You know, and me personally, I'm a bigger critic too, because I am a graphic designer, so if it's really looking sloppy, no, I'm not getting ready to be bothered with it at all, you know. But, you know, to the average person, you know, around here, you know, everybody know what looks good and what doesn't look good, you know. So if it doesn't look good, you know, that person's not going to be hearing your shit. I'm sorry, you know, they're just not. So it's just important to, you know, invest some time and effort into your mixtape covers, you know, spend a little money, get some quality design, you know, done for you by, you know, a decent designer. You know, you want to check out their portfolio, you know, see if it's dope. You know, see what other people think about, you know, their artwork, you know, see if it works for you. But, you know, it's just so important, because that's just the face of your music when you're handing these things out and giving them to people.
Right, yeah. Definitely, Chris, you made some great points, you know, about investing in quality and investing some time into really finding a solid designer and getting the quality that you need. And again, I mean, like he's saying, your first impression could be your last impression. Yeah. So you definitely want to present yourself in a fashion that's representative of you, and just push your best foot forward. And along with that, I mean, investing in quality recording and audio engineering of the music is super, super, super important. Because once they get past the good graphic design, the next thing they're going to be listening for is the music, and seeing, okay, what does this person bring to the table? Is this person bringing quality? Is this person bringing content? Is this person somebody I could hear myself listening to tomorrow or 2 weeks from now? Or is this person I'm going to be listening to 2 or 3 years from now? Could I really be a fan of this person? So that's definitely something you want to take into consideration, is making sure you're investing in quality recording. If you got to save your money up to go to the big boy studio to get the professional recording, it's highly, highly recommended. I know a lot of artists, you know, sometimes you're strapped on your budget and you just don't have it. And I understand it. I mean, I've been there. Chris has been there. You know, plenty of people have been where you are, but it still goes without saying, you're not competing against that next local artist. You're competing against major artists like your Jay-Z's, your Wale's, your J. Cole's. These are major artists who take the time to invest in their craft, and you should do the same as well if you wanted to compete on the same major level as they are. Chris, man, could you just speak on your experience hustling your own mixtapes in the streets?
Back in the days, I used to flow too. I used to rap, you know, did the whole hustling, you know, passing out CDs and stuff like that. So I know where a lot of you guys are coming from. And a lot of you hustlers is lazy nowadays. So, you know, the game has definitely changed though. So it's kind of like harder for you to just like, you know, pop CDs out of the back of your trunk. You know, I know the internet is playing a big part in things right now. But, you know, back in the days, man, we used to have our butts out there in the mall, man, like hustling off our CDs, man. Used to get kicked out of the mall, all kind of stuff, man. We just did whatever was necessary to, you know, to get that mixtape or that CD out there. You know, a lot of you guys don't even want to put forth that effort. You know what I'm saying? We was willing to risk getting locked up over selling the CDs. You know what I'm saying? And but you know, I know where you guys are coming from with this. You know, you got to just stay on your grind. Like the game has changed now, so you know there's a lot more internet playing a part. So you know, if it's not hustling in the malls, it's you know being on Twitter, you know 24/7 or not even 24/7, but you know go hard at Twitter. That's all I say. Go hard at Twitter. Okay, go hard at Twitter. Go hard at you know Facebook maybe. You know any kind of way you could get your mixtape or you know or you could touch your audience. You know because that's what it's really about in the end is touching your audience.
Yeah, no doubt.
I believe that every craft has an audience out there, and it's just all about you finding those people and touching them. You know, a lot of people wonder why you know people like Lil B's got fans, and you know, and Soulja Boy has fans. Like, look, man, these guys are reaching people. They're reaching and reaching and reaching. And like, think about it. I don't even care if your music is like super whack, man. If your music is like half whack or half decent or something like that, if it's half good, it's still like listenable. I don't even know if that's a word, but if it's listenable, you know, all you have to do, like, just think if you touched 100 people, you know, hell, 80 might not even like it, you know, but you might end up gathering up 20 of that 100, you know. And that's where it starts at. It starts with that fan base right there. You capture that fan base and you just keep focusing on them and delivering to them. Then eventually what will happen is the rest of the 80 is going to wonder why the rest of this 20 is following you so well, you know. And then they're going to feel left out and they're going to want a piece of it, you know.
Right.
The same thing happened, you know, with Soulja Boy, you know, Waka Flocka, say what you want about him, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, when you know, people start, you know, banging the hell out of Waka. Everybody's trying to figure out what's going on with it, you know, and why don't I like it? And they start questioning themselves on, you know, why they thought it was trash in the beginning, you know.
Right.
But hey, you know, those people are out there grinding. They're touching their fan bases, and that's all that matters, you know. And it just starts with that small following, and you know, as far as promoting yourself, like nowadays, you know, I know it's a little harder to, you know, do it out on the streets and stuff, but you know, by any means, use the internet, find your fan base, and just touch as many people as possible. Like I said, not everybody might like it, but you know, you'll find those people who will, and those people will be loyal and dedicated. And you just focus on them and keep delivering to them.
Right, no doubt. I mean, Chris makes some great points, you know, about getting out in the streets, getting out in your towns or your communities, you know, whether you're in suburbia, whether you're in the hood, wherever you are, being able to get out, actually touch, feel people, build relationships with people, talk to people, go to schools, go, you know, wherever you can do to expose yourself. I mean, it all plays, you know, a big role in helping build your music career. My experience, you know, being kind of on the internet and marketing, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drop a few kind of hidden tips, hidden secrets, you know, stuff that some people might not tell you to market yourself on the internet. One of the things, like Chris said, you definitely want to be involved in social media very heavily. Not spamming. Don't spam. That is the worst thing you can do to your career is spam. It will damage your reputation terribly. Like, awful. I hate spammers. Everybody else on the internet hates spammers. Do not spam your music. Build a relationship first. Keyword, build a relationship. Please do that. It will save you time, effort, energy, money, whatever. Do that. When you're on your social media websites, look for people who might be potentially interested in your style of music. For instance, if you know that you've got a following that's similar to Waka Flocka or similar to Lil B, say, hey, if you like Lil B, you might like this, and promote your music that way via social media. You know, anything's fair game. Twitter, Facebook, I mean, MySpace, just sold or whatever. But if you're still on there, promote on there. Reverb Nation, you know, whatever you can do to attack social media, you definitely want to have a presence set up. Also, another thing that most people really aren't hip to is getting involved in music forums. Mm-hmm. Music forums are a great and excellent way for you to drive traffic to your music and for you to start to build relationships with other artists, other musicians, other potential fans. So get involved in, you know, whether it's a rapmusic.com or, say for instance, you're on a XXLMag.com forum or something like that, or even just actively participating in the comment section, providing good content and not just saying first on the comment, that's terrible, it's whack, nobody likes that, it's dead right now. Participate well in the conversation, and you will get to eventually see people start to notice you and show that, okay, he's actively participating in the conversation, he's made some pretty good points in the subject that was being talked about, and people will begin to know you that way on music forums. If you can write articles about your music, even blogging or any things like that, get on top of that. That's huge in regards to the Google search and people finding you. So you definitely want to attack that if you have that available to you, if you have those resources available. Attack articles and blogs and things of that nature. Attack those and hit those up in order to start building your online fan base. And YouTube. I mean, YouTube almost goes without saying now, but you must have a YouTube presence as an artist nowadays. If you're promoting a mixtape, and even if you're not an artist and you're promoting a mixtape, you want to have a YouTube presence. And building that YouTube presence, you want to immediately grab people's attention with whatever content you're promoting. I mean, it could be a comedy, it could be a skit, it could be, you know, anything that you're doing to promote your music. Have a YouTube presence available to draw people in that way. I'm gonna toss it back to Chris here, and he's going to talk about the importance of establishing that fan base as an artist, as well as showing how you can continue to cultivate that fan base. You know, Chris, like he said, he was an artist heavily at one point, and he's going to share some of his experience in building fans.
During the times where we were, you know, hustling the CDs and stuff like that, one thing that really did work for us was giving the music out for free. And this was like during a time where free was still kind of like, it was still kind of a debate, like, should we give out our music for free? Should we not? You know, well, we need to get out here and hustle and make some money, so what should we do? And what I came up with at the time was, look, if we run around and just sell this to everybody, only the people who actually buy from us, which, let's say, out of 10 people, 1 bought from us, only that one person, like I said, the internet wasn't really big then either, so, but only that one person would even know, you know, our music. That was it. So, you know, I went back to the drawing board and I was just thinking, like, you know what, but if we gave out the music for free when we hustled these CDs, everybody gets the chance to hear our music. You know, and then what that leads to is if 10 people heard our music and 1 actually liked it, or even 2 or even 3, because it's in the hands of more people at this point, right? Or even 5, or hell, even 10, all of them. If everybody liked our music, then that sets us up for them coming back for some more of it. You know, and if they become fans like that, you know, they're willing to pay whatever dollar amount that, you know, we put up there, you know, as long as it's reasonable. But, you know, they're willing to pay for it at this point, you know, just give me some more, you know, drop the album, you know, whatever. So that's what we did back in the day. You know, we passed out snippet CDs, you know, we didn't want to give out too much, you know, so we just teased them with the snippets. The snippets were really, really dope tracks, and it worked.
Right.
You know, and it helped build fans up like that, you know. But, you know, and that's one point that I would like to, sign this off with, too, is, give music out for free nowadays because, you know, like Z was saying here, you're competing with, you know, the Jay-Z's and, you know, the Beyonce's out here, you know, the Waka Flockas. You're competing with big boys, and some of them are giving their music out for free.
It's true.
You know, so who are you? You know. Exactly. So these days, like back in the days, you know, that was a make or break decision. But these days, it's almost a requirement. You have to give that stuff out for free.
Right.
You know, give everybody, you know, a sample before you pitch any kind of price at them. You know, I think it was not too long ago, Lady Gaga was just selling her album for 99 cents.
Right.
It's the #1 artist nationwide, worldwide. I'm sorry, worldwide. Excuse me, worldwide. Yeah. How are you going to compete with that?
Right.
99 cents for that album? Good luck.
Right.
You know, so don't be a shyster. Give some of your music out for free. It helps you to capture that fan base that you're looking for. Okay.
Right.
Same thing with the internet, because the internet's real big now. You know, so try to pump your music for free as much as possible. You know, without spamming. Just like Z said, without spamming anybody.
Please don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't.
Yeah, because I get a lot of spam, me personally, and the music could be dope as hell, you know, but, you know, since you spam me, I'm not looking at a damn thing, you know. That's just me, but, you know, it's kind of rude to just, you know, shove your music in somebody's face, you know, and it is what it is, you know.
No doubt. A lot of you know, you're saying, well, hey, I'm, you know, spending hundreds of dollars in the studio and I'm recording and then I'm supposed to give this out for free. Well, look at it like this. That CD that you give out for free, or that mixtape that you're giving out for free, you're planting a seed. And you may not blow up tomorrow. You may not blow up for a year from now. But you just got to keep planting those seeds. Use, for example, artists now, this crazy hot is Wiz Khalifa. I had heard of Wiz Khalifa, I believe it was 6 years ago. I had heard some of his mixtapes and I had heard of his work. And, you know what I'm saying, he was pretty decent, but he hadn't blown up yet. But he was grinding. He was passing out free CDs. He was doing shows. He was touring. He was doing all types of sorts of stuff to continue to build his brand and build his name. You know, I mean, he was on the YouTube heavy, you know, just cataloging his life and the day in the life of Wiz Khalifa. You know, people were interacting with him. I mean, he's doing Ustreams and he's doing all types of sorts of different things to bring in newer fans. But it all starts with planting that seed. And to approach someone off the bat and say, hey, buy my CD with no relationship, you haven't given them a sampler, or you haven't given them anything to even give them a reason to want to try you out, is not going to be very effective for you. So that's why a lot of artists nowadays are giving out free material. They are giving out, you know, other free things, you know, T-shirts and whatnot, holding contests and things of that nature. You know, just getting creative with how you're doing your marketing and such.
Yeah, and you know what? And I think it's important. I think it's important nowadays more than ever to give out as much as yourself as possible to fans to capture that fan base. You know, like Z said, you know, hit the YouTube really hard. You know, the thing is people like to relate to other people, you know, especially their musicians and stuff like that they like. You know, people like to relate to other people. So, you know, when you're putting more videos of yourself out there, you know, and you're showing them like what you do in your life and how, you know, and how you get down, basically, you know, they can relate to that. You know, I've seen, you know, plenty of artists and stuff on YouTube, and you know, when I hear them talk, you know, even if I see them like shift their chair, I'm like, oh man, that's something I would have done. You know, it just comes to relating with that person, you know, and connecting with that audience. That's what it's about. And nowadays it's more important than ever to, you know, not only to connect through your music, but connect through videos, connect through Twitter. You know, hit somebody up and you just tell them personally, hey, what's going on? You know. It's just all about connecting with people to build that fan base. You know,
Right.
it's one big way to capture them nowadays.
Right, no doubt. I mean, Chris, you kind of hit the nail on the head, man. It all goes back to building relationships, building connections with people. People want to feel like they know you, like you're just their best friend from down the neighborhood. That's how they want to feel when they're dealing with you. You know, when they come to your show, they want to be like, man, he's a cool dude. Like, we could hang out sometime. We could go have a drink, or we could go be chilling at Applebee's and have something to eat. They want to feel the connection with you. So we're gonna wrap up here. I mean, hope you guys have got a lot of great information from the talk we had, and I hope you're having to take some things home and really start to build and build your music career. And hopefully these things have been helpful to you. Chris, you have any last words you want to say?
That's just about it. Check out mymusicimage.com for more all your graphics. If you need any, you know, I'm the guru of the graphic world. So if you need some graphics, sound click layouts, album cover designs, logo designs, check out mymusicimage.com. That's music with a Z. Mymusicimage.com.
Right on, Chris. Thank you for that. And again, Z of almostfreebeats.com. Again, we hope you got some helpful information today. We're signing off. Almostfreebeats.com. Make sure you stop by, pick up your beats for your mixtape. A little bit of self-promotion. And make sure you stop by again, mymusicimage.com. That's mymusicimage with a Z if you need sound clip layouts or any type of graphics or promotional materials of that nature. Take care, guys. Peace.
Deuces.